Hello again, and welcome back to another play of Risk of Rain 2. I know that in my video yesterday I said me and Matt would be trying to upload some Dying Light, but his schedule was changed uh, yesterday, so he wasn't able to play, and it's kind of disappointing. We wanted to get into it a little bit, but I actually thought about it, and I recently ordered a webcam. Should be here, oh, 2-3 days from now. And I think for right now, I'll stick to just the Risk of Rain plays. And once my webcam gets here, I'll start branching into more things uh, to help with my uploads, because I know that a lot of people won't even click on a video if there isn't a web face cam. And I would like you guys to be able to see my reactions too. But so for right now, I think I'll just stick to Risk of Rain. I think besides playing Dying Light with Matt, one of the first things that I'll start playing once I get the webcam is a Dark Souls 3 playthrough. I enjoy Dark Souls 3 a lot. I've played through several times, which takes away from the experience of playing it again and you guys seeing my reactions, because I'll know most of everything that I'm doing. That's not to say I know where the secrets are. I'm terrible at finding secrets in games. I know where one or two are, but that they're just A, accident, or B, somebody told me about them. But for the next couple days, it'll just be Risk of Rain, and we'll just get into it. This time, I'm going to try and talk more about the actual game, because I realize I ramble on about nothing a lot. Uh, you got people who are looking up playthroughs aren't typically looking up somebody's day-to-day life story, and so yeah, I focus more on the game. I'm really happy I landed in Titanic Plains. I like this as a first area because the blue of the item boxes sticks out really well against the screen. And of course, the first item I come across is a 3D printer. It's a 3D printer of a crowbar. The crowbar is only, I feel like the crowbar is only good in the very beginning. After that, I don't see its usefulness, because what it does is damage to healthy enemies. And I'm I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure healthy enemies just means uninjured. So it's just for that first hit, which maybe for this character would be a great thing, because a lot of my damage is dealt in the charged up uh, punch. This move. Die, lizards. And as you can see, it does a lot of damage. So for this character, crowbar might be good. I'm just instinctively don't like it because it hasn't helped with most of the other characters. Can't get me, I'm up here. Oh, I thought that was calculated. The beetles, the most worthless enemy. I've gotten killed by a beetle one time in playing this, and it was. You feel like you have to stop playing this game. You feel like you just made the biggest mistake. You've died to the most worthless creature there is. Look at it. It's so slow. It has to chase you down. And then when it gets to you, it takes like 3 seconds to do its attack. Getting hit by that, it is just insulting. Rose Blood Glare is a good item. I'm a fan of movement. I like to keep moving in almost any game I play. Dodging and uh, dodging, using the... I'm almost always sprinting, especially with this character because you don't have to stop and shoot. You can charge up your attack while you're sprinting. You're not sprinting as fast when you do it, but it will allow you to A, get more speed with that move. The more speed with that move, more damage you do. Oh, wow, one of you guys. I hate that guy. Green guy. Crater Wisp. No, green guy. I have no idea what's going on, but eventually it'll work. Can I? Oh, you can. I might be able to do some damage to him right now. Because like I said, the faster you go... Oh, no, that did not... Well, I'm going on an adventure. It's a good thing you don't take fall damage with that guy. Because his rope swing would become a lot more self-inflicting than helpful. Because it really just flies you around everywhere. Playing early game with this character is kind of slow. Because his moveset is all melee. And one of the main enemies that are spawning are the wisps. The orange guy in comparison to the green guy. And so hitting them, it's really hard to line up more than one. So you have to try taking them out one by one, and they're too high to just jump and punch. So you gotta... Ooh, lunar coin. Ooh, lunar coin. I don't get many of those. They really don't appear often enough for me. Or maybe anyone. I might not be the only unlucky one. With this character, I feel like a really good thing to get is speed. Because, like I said, this move is the one that does the most damage. And so, and it does more damage when you move fast. So increasing the movement speed of this character is key to doing some damage. Greater box, what do I get? More Rose Buckler. It's a good thing I like sprinting. If not, I'd probably be a little bit annoyed right now. Yeah. The faster you go, the more damage that does. And if you can line them up, you can just knock them down. Jesus! Letting too many lizards live. They have the faster attack speed out of everything right here right now, so kill everything that I can. I wanna get more AoE items. Probably won't find it much in this beginning area. Generate health after killing an enemy. I'm not so sure. I feel like that's great for this character. Except maybe at the last part of his swing. Because if you get a last kill before anything else gets a hit off on you, which will be hard in the later areas of the game, you'll be able to just use that, heal up quick while running away. Now that's key to this game. Key to this character. Hit something and run the fuck away. If you can line up more characters while you're doing this punch, you can build up your shield, your overshield really quickly. You gotta be careful who you're doing this to, because a lot of characters that have a ranged attack will have an even stronger melee attack. I get pwned by these. Yeah, that golem just wrecked me. Boosts health and regeneration. That's good. Whatever boosts health is good. Being able to take more damage with any character, not just this one. Any character is great. Die, Lizardman. Typical enemy in fantasy games. Lizardmen. Not typically allies in most games. You don't see a lot of fantasy games where Lizardmen are. Unless they're a playable character, they're typically considered just an enemy of everyone. When they're a playable character, then they'll have more friendly ones. But if they're not a playable character, they're just always evil. Don't know why. I don't write the script. But typical first enemy, Lizardmen. And this has a bird. Yeah, I do not use that rope swing often enough. Using it for travel would be a great idea. Don't know why I decided to charge that up, though. It did end up making me go fast. Oh, look at him. Green guy. I'm here to kill you, green guy. Maybe I'll activate that. I don't do challenges a lot. But, the beginning of every new stage, you're always trying to build up some money, and activating the challenge just immediately summons some elites. Oh, thanks. Greater Wisp. At least I'm doing like half his health with each of these strikes. Yes. Murder. And it really doesn't seem like that move has a limit of enemies it can hit. Just anything within its range. Which is really good, because late game it gets so difficult to even tell how many enemies are in a cluster. So you have to just basically, if you're attacking in there, you don't really know what you're attacking because you just can't make out everything. And so, for all you know, you go in, you charge in with a plan, and then it could all be ruined just because one of the enemies explodes on death. Like this guy. This guy explodes on death. And I missed. Oh, or I didn't miss. Maybe I had some AoE damage I don't know about. Do I have anything that does AoE? Oh, bombs. Occasionally stick a bomb on something when I strike it. Feel like that's typically better for the ranged characters, but it might be good for this guy because it's based on how much damage you do, so he has a high damage, so the bomb will probably have a high damage too. And like I said, if you leave AoE damage in your wake, shit gets done. Oh, desert is not one of my favorite stages. You think the items, because of how blue they are, they'd stick out better for me, but they just don't seem to. I really wish they did. I'm also wearing a old pair of glasses. Because the glasses I'm supposed to be wearing broke. And I haven't scheduled an eye doctor appointment yet to get the new pair of glasses for this year. I really should have, because that was a while ago. But anyway, not wearing glasses that I should be really affects my gameplay. Even though I'm not really blind at all. But most of my eyesight problems just are for things that are farther away. It might affect my driving a little bit, but I don't really have the option to not drive where my job is located. It's about a half-hour drive from my house. Half an hour of freeway driving from my house. So, oh yeah, I can barely see. Let's go drive on the freeway. Barely see. I can't see far. Oh, beetle guards. I like getting the your personal beetle guard. That item. I will not open you. I refuse. There's 2 of them here. God, those items are such double-edged swords. The one that doubles your damage but halves your health. With this guy, I feel like that's amazing. Because holy shit, there's some damage. But he's just way too close to the enemy for that. Gotta get so close range, and a lot of them just strike immediately and just kill me. Just fucking kill me. Maybe if I found one of the Second Life teddy bears, I'd consider opening those. But for right now, I'm just gonna save up as many lunar coins as I can, and I'll probably have a playthrough where I use all of them, or at least as many as I can before I die. Because we all know I can't make it past. I can't even make it to stage 10. I am a bird. Burst into razors on taking damage. That doesn't seem like such an AoE, but it really is with this character. Because I have to be in the thick of it when I fight. So every time I get hit and those razors come out, they strike. I don't know how many enemies is nearby. It might be all enemies nearby. Which would be awesome. Oh, whoa, I lived. I think that's all I'm gonna find for items here. Not seeing anything else. Beautiful. Back off. Sorry. Alright, I'll start the portal. Teleporter, whatever. Bring to me the enemy. Oh, Titan again. Titan. Can't hit me with a ground pound when I'm a bird. I'll tell you what, I have learned playing with this character that when the magma worm shows up, hitting him with the rope and just holding on for dear life is super fun. Because just fly around. Just fly around everywhere. Especially if you have drones flying around, so the magma worm is always changing its attention. Like, you will just fly across the map in seconds. And for anybody who hasn't done it, when the magma worm goes into the ground and you're hooked to it, there's just a small chance of you clipping through the ground, and then it's game over. So there is a risk. It is a really small chance. I've done it a ton, and I've only died once. So know that if you do want to fly around with the magma worm, there is a chance of death. Hopefully you're lucky and you don't, but just know there's a chance. Well, there's always a chance of death in this game. Flying around with the magma worm, taking damage anyway. Die, beetle. Desert world complete. Where am I going next? Winter. Bradley Point Desert. Die. For a second there, I thought that green over there was an enemy of some sort, like flying squid or something, and I was like, that's new. Nope, seems to just be some cloth in the wind. Would have been cool if it was. Giant squid boss. Imagine if that thing exploded on contact like the squids in the marshland. Just be a nuclear bomb. Just instant game over. Then you have to kill it at a distance, and you're playing this character, and all you can think is, fuck. Lizard men. Well, one. I got one of you. You know what? You two can live until I see you later. Green guy! Oh. Well. Didn't go as planned, green guy. I'm sorry. Hit it till it dies. Hit everything till they die. I attempted to do the self vaults yesterday, and it got me killed so bad because I just don't do well in the self vaults. I really don't. It spawned enemies that had a shield, but it was like the rechargeable shield times 5. All the enemies had the rechargeable shield. Like, I'm sorry, I'm playing this character. I don't do the damage quick enough. I barely do the damage quick enough to one of them to get the shield down. Much less when you're fighting multiple ones and they're all moving around you so fast you can't focus one. And so you lose focus on the one that you just removed the shield of. You turn around, hey, guess what? He has a shield again. Whole point of it being called rechargeable. Hopefully I can get more debuffs on the enemies soon. Like burning lasts a little bit, so I like getting burning. Fire damage. Generate health after killing an enemy. The faster you generate, the better it is. It's a risk. Oh, my attack speed. Suppose when I'm using this move mostly, it's not that bad. Your level goes up. Does the range of that go up? I feel like it does, because I feel like no way it could reach out to the far lizard men at the very beginning. Deal bonus damage to nearby enemies. That is a good move for this character. Everything's a nearby enemy. My gunner drone is just takes no damage. It's awesome when it's fighting the things like the lizard men. Really, what gets your drones killed is anything that can shoot quick, such as the machine gunners, whatever they're actually called. Go back to one of my earlier games. I'll say something that sounds very much like, will I ever say the name of enemies or items? No. No, I will not. My attention span does not last enough for me to know the name of everything. Which is why whenever somebody asks me, what did you use when you played? I'm like, what? Die, Golem. I almost called them Titans. They're not Titans. Need Aaron here to help me. Titan. A bird. Oh. Didn't go as I thought it would. chest. Don't mind if I do. What healing item shall I get today? Yes! One of the best items to get. Doesn't really matter what character you're playing. It is an awesome item to get. Being able to heal on doing damage, that's incredible for a game where if you're not doing damage, you're not playing correctly. Hopefully you two just line up at the end. Nah, you didn't. If I would have struck just a second sooner, you would have. Got one. Whee! Whee! I'm surprised there aren't items for buying stuff. Like items that reduce the cost of normal boxes, or like they could go specific with it and it'd still be understandable. People might get mad about the fact that I just spent money to save money later. Maybe there are items like that and I just haven't found them. As far as I know, there are not. So my argument right now is valid. Argument. Not really saying anything. This wall does not seem like one you can run up. When I discovered that you could run up it, I was like, what? Why? It's not for a secret or anything. It leads nowhere. But it does allow a moment of respite from the chaos of the below area. Yeah. I always come up here occasionally to see if there is an item. Because there was. Then I'd understand why you can go up there. But so far I haven't seen one, so I'm still not thinking it's a bug, just thinking it's something that wasn't planned. You son of a gun. I hate this boss. Hate this boss. Oh, and there's two of them. Possibly three. I don't see a third one. Typically it's three when it's more than one. Yes, line up. Get as close to being in a row as you can. Except that means if you both do that healing move, I'm fucked. Like that. Get out of it. Yes. Oh, they can't grab you after they've started it? Oh, new info. Yeah. So if I can get out of it, yes, go right back towards it. And kill all the ones it's draining enemy life from. Well, or at least 2 or 3 of them. Oh, yep, that killed him. That kills him. When I first started playing, I thought this was a lot of enemies. I was like, how are you supposed to survive this? Now I've been to stage 8, and I'm like, nope, this is nothing. And I'm sure if I ever get to like stage 16, I'll think stage 8 was nothing. Back to being broke. Watching all your money vanish from me. I want that. I want that really bad. The more AoE damage for this character, the better. Get me that item. Might just remember it's here and walk off for a little bit. If anybody doesn't know, this is a world where you unlock this character. There's a boss that will appear if you're here for long enough that you have to kill. And if you kill him, you will unlock this character. He's a giant floating eyeball and he's kind of a dick. Last time I played this, my controller died midway through me fighting him. I actually think that's in one of my recordings. Controller died midway through fighting him, and it got me brutally murdered. My character ran around in circles at his feet, and he used one of his biggest damage doing moves, and it just murdered me. And look, a boss. Hit its legs, hit its legs. That's all I can do with you. One of the cool things, when bosses summon their little attacks that fly at you, when you strike those, it's considered killing an enemy. You won't get money from it, but benefits such as AoE damage and healing, like, those still happen with those. Whew. Love killing a boss. It gives you a lot of money to play with at the beginning. I used to get not angry, but just really kind of scared whenever I'd see a boss when I first spawned into a world. But now I see it and I'm like, yes, some money. It's like when you first spawn into a world and you see the Shrine of Pain, Suffering, something like that. It's the one that does damage to you so that you can heal. Like seeing that shrine. Damn you, Lemur, you just do so much damage. Seeing that shrine at the very beginning is something that I love to see. Because that's free money at the beginning as well. Well, not to deal half your health to it, but when there's not enough enemies around to start doing damage to you yet, it's a good investment. Let's get a missile drone. Turret drones are... I used to love the turret drones because they are the ones that strike the fastest, the most. But now I'm aware of their biggest flaw, which is no movement. So when things do as much damage as they start doing these rounds, they start hitting the turrets. Like, turrets don't stand a chance, they just die. Because they're just sitting there and just taking the damage. Just getting punched in the face repeatedly. I don't think I've been up there yet. Run up there, see if there's any items. And then I'll go down below, see if there's any items. Oh, yes. More of those are really good. Too much money. Ooh, there's a lot of items up here. Can't afford them. Can I have another boss? In late game, you can sometimes get to moments where you're just running around too much to even look around. So when you run by item chests, sometimes when I'm in that situation, I'll just open it and I won't look to see what it was, and I'll just keep running, and then I'll hook back around it. Oh, I almost had whatever that was. That would have been awesome. I didn't know red items could even appear in that. Now that I'll do, I keep an eye out a little bit more for that. No chance of doing that in later levels. Actually figuring out what you're trying to get from there. I'm sure a lot of people just have a better reaction time than me, and they disagree with my statement right there. But for me it's just not possible. Not gonna happen. Yeah, this. The Shrine of Blood, that's what it is. Wow. Even in the game, doctors are trying to get me to give my blood to them. No, plasma, because you get paid for it. Save a life at BioLife. I've tried doing that. I don't, I don't drink enough water for my veins to be visible, so they can't actually take my blood very easily. It'd be more damaging for me. Ooh, yes, ukulele. Don't fall, don't fall. That is excruciating. When you buy an item and it just, well, it just does this. It doesn't respawn up top. God damn. Spawn up top like you do. It's gone. It is. That item doesn't exist anymore. And me and Matt were playing a game where he went up to a 3D printer and he put an item in. So not only did the 3D printer throw his item off the cliff, the item he spent he doesn't get back either. So he lost 2 items in that exchange. And then the bastard didn't tell me about that, and I found that same 3D printer because the item it was printing out was a good item. I think it was the damage, more damage to bosses. And I was like, oh hey, I want that. And then he decides to yell no, no, no after I've already clicked the button. And then he tells me about the flaw of its design. I did not appreciate his delay. Magma worm. Let's see if I can hook him. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Woo! Oh. I'm still hooked to him. That's great. Yeah, that's how those moves go. Did you ever see that Newt Shrine? Woo! Best roller coaster I've ever seen. This is how you find secrets. You just fly around with the magma worm for a long time. Probably is a good way to find secrets. Oh, I killed him. Oh dear, I'm gonna lose my ride. Chance to fire a missile. Oof, that is a lot of enemies. Oof. Good thing I got that off right there. I would have been dead. Lots of dead. A lot of deaded would have happened to me. I think when I start doing some other playthroughs of things, I'll probably try and limit it to half-hour long videos. It's for somebody who's recording videos and he's new, he hasn't gotten any popularity. Hopping onto their channel and seeing that all their videos are like an hour long, it's kind of intimidating. People don't have the time. Mostly people don't have the time. I have the time. I don't do anything. People mostly don't have the time to just sit there and watch videos for hours on end. And so I'll try and limit them to somewhere around half an hour. Half an hour is a good amount of time. Especially because I can time out half an hour better than I can for shorter intervals. I don't want to do anything longer than that because, well, I don't want to do anything much longer than that. These videos have all been how long I'm alive in it, so they they don't have to be long, but it's preferred that I do the full life, because if I'm not good at editing. I'm really bad at editing. So if I pause the video, if I stop the recording halfway through, and I start up again, and I die like immediately after I start it right back up again, because this is done on PlayStation, and you have just you set an amount of time for how long the video will record. You can't just record everything and then make your edits after that. With like cropping videos and stuff through the PlayStation itself. If you could upload them to your PC before you upload them to YouTube, you can. I just don't have access to that right now. Well, I probably have access to it. It just probably take me a bit. Is this the first time that I've been to this world in this playthrough? I think it is. Yeah, I went to plains, desert, snow. So now I'm in the woods, and then if I end up at the marsh after this, I will have done a... no, I would not have done all the maps I know, because I haven't gone to the underworld looking area. Oh, hello. That is the first time I've actually seen a Beetle Queen as just a random boss. I've only ever seen her as a summon for the teleporter event boss. Yes, the more I hit, the more shield I generate. If I can hit multiple things at once, I can generate a lot of shield. Well, I didn't hit any of them. They were all already dead. Again, yes, because I need a better equipment than flying. Disposable missile launcher. Yeah, give my non-range character some range, finally. If I can finally have range, I can do some... try hitting some things that are far away. Won't work, but I can try. With missiles, just go for the nearest target. Chance to kill to drop an ammo pack that reduces all cooldowns. Resets all cooldowns. That's a good item. It's a good item because it allows me to... since I'm just plowing through the enemies and there's a charge up skill on my punch, occasionally I'll just punch through them and then immediately be able to do it again. So I'll be able to do 2 passes in an instant. What was that light? Oh, it's one of you guys. I think I take damage when I'm standing in their range. I think it's like a acid effect or something. Oh, is it turning the enemies in that field invisible? That is interesting. I never actually knew what it did. I thought it was a damaging like acid effect, but that's really interesting. If that gets near a boss, does it work for the boss too? Questions to... I'll eventually find out the answer to. And I'll probably not like it. Visible boss, that's exactly what I need. Oh, seems that my controller isn't charging for some reason. I have it plugged in. Oh, I need another new charger. Well, I did just order a webcam, a new headset, because I've been told that my voice quality isn't that great coming from this headset. But for all I know, that could just be because I have a scratchy voice. And the reason why they're hearing the scratchiness is because my voice is scratchy. Yes, I will definitely do the exchange that I just got. It's always scary using a 3D printer that requires a green item to get a green item. Because the green items, some of them I really want, some of them I don't want so much. But the ones I really want, I don't want to lose. I didn't want to come up here. Why am I up here? Beetle Queen! Multiple Beetle Queens. I didn't even notice the other one. I just saw the one. I guess that makes sense considering the level I'm on. Stage, anyway. Yeah. Oh, jeez. That was a stupid risk. Death from above. Oh, you're already dead. Well, try this again. Death from above. Yeah. I didn't even notice, but my drones died a while ago. But really, after stage, probably after stage 3 or 4, drones really do lose their usefulness. There is one drone that I like to get, but only if I have a specific item to put in it, which is the equipment drone. But even then, giving him that item in these stages, it's only gonna give you a couple uses of that item before that drone dies. And then you don't have that item anymore, and it was a useless a useless gamble. If I wasn't charging this up, I could have gotten out of that. Well, probably could have gotten out of that if I would have just released it. Yeah. Don't use my punches nearly often as I should. I mostly just charge up my... Oh, it's done. Didn't even notice. Woo! Take me away, portal. Oh! Ouch! Oof. That was a hit. Nope, I did not end up going to either of the ones I haven't been to. I expected the marsh. Really did. The difficulty. Ha 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 ha. Titan! Die, Titan! Take. I was about to say, are none of the missiles gonna hit you? Because that would have been just disappointing. Oh, Jesus. That move. When he locks on target, he locks on. You've summoned your little turret that really never feels like it hits me. I wonder if it does a lot of damage when it hits you, because I don't remember getting hit by it. I think that's the end of you. Yep. Yay, some money. Not a lot. Eventually it gets to the point where, like, the only enemies you have are bosses. I've never gotten there. It'll probably be a long time before I do. What did I just run over? Cloak chest. Those are impossible to find. Keep your eye out for them. You can't see them, but when you run over them, you'll get that notification that, hey, something was there. Yeah, killed a boss, and I got like 700 for it, and a regular chest costs like 400, so it really only pays for a chest and a half. If you just gotta wait until you have a huge... See, killing a bunch of elite enemies, that's a good thing too. Elites give a lot of money. Not so much in comparison to a boss, but a lot of money nonetheless. don't have as much AoE damage going for me as I want. Alright, when up in the right hand corner, when you see the playthrough get around 55 minutes, I'm going to stop this recording and immediately start up another one. Because PlayStation has a limit of hour-long recordings. And I'll pause it too. Try and get try and make it seem like a seamless transition. Keep running and jumping. Don't have that item that boosts how far forward I go when I jump. But because of how fast my sprint is, it makes it seem like I do. Wow, miss everything. For a second there, I was a missile. Item boxes, give me items. Guillotine! For if you ever need to execute somebody old school style. Is that the first? That is the first chance thing I've come across, at least as far as I remember. There might have been another one that I don't remember. But I don't remember much of anything ever. Yes, money and shield. Give me everything. Oh, not you. You can see you. And I missed completely, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, not do a lot of damage. I don't think I had that fully charged up. Oh! Oh, never mind. I won't be starting another recording. That just fucking wrecked me right there. Wow. Did not see that coming, all honesty. Oof. That was a lot of damage in 1 second. Ouch. Well, I guess that ends it there. Didn't find many red items. I don't think I found any red items in that playthrough. Huh. Yeah, it really is just luck of the draw. As you can see, I'm still playing on medium difficulty. Monsoon just... I'm not a hardcore player yet. I love how it has a drop down box, like a possibility of there being more difficulties. If I clicked that and there had been like 5 more difficulties underneath it, I think I would have just... Yep, well, backed out immediately. Done. Nope, not getting there. Oof. Bad juju. Alright, well, that's it for this one. Hopefully I see you next time. I'm trying to think of a word to call you guys, because like I said in that video where I explained why I want to record things, how I see views and stuff as lights in the void. So I'm like, do I want to call you guys void lights? Makes you sound like an enemy of some sort. Then again, I have been considering changing my channel name to Axel Redna, which is just a scramble of my name, and not even a clever one. Just, but so my channel name might get changed soon to Axel Redna. Still debating on it. I want to talk to Matt about it a little bit, because he's some of my impulse control. The fact that he wasn't here yesterday and I got home, I immediately spent $100 like on recording equipment, even though I only just now started streaming and it wasn't necessary for me to do that. See, he probably would have slowed me down on that, but nope. My impulse control was not there to stop me. Anyway, that's it for this playthrough. I'll probably run another one, I don't know, tomorrow, later this afternoon, before I go to work, sometime. Anyway, see you guys later. Void lights, question mark?